Andy, I think I went into labor earlier than expected. Andy, answer the phone. You've been gone all morning. Where on earth have you been?
Sorry, I'm in Mexico right now, so I can't make it.
What? Mexico? Our baby is about to be born any minute.
I suddenly decided to go on a trip with my friends, and I left you a note.
Huh? I didn't even see that. You know I'm in the last month of pregnancy and that the baby could be born any time. And yet you're in Mexico. You're crazy.
No, you have 9 more days until your due date. I just figured that once the baby is born, I won't be able to travel for a while. I thought I'd go while I still can. I figured if I told you, you'd try to stop me. I'm sorry I just went without telling you.
Come back now. I went outside to take out the trash earlier and suddenly I was in a lot of pain. I thought, could this be labor pains? And then the pain got more and more intense. I ended up crouching there on the spot. Someone nearby called an ambulance and I was taken to the hospital. I thought I was in labor and that I was going to have the baby.
What? Just because you're mad because I went on a trip without telling you doesn't mean you can lie to me like that.
Huh?
My friend's wife had her baby exactly on the due date. Even if it were off a day or so, I don't see how it's possible to be off by 9 days. You're not a good sleeper anyway. You got a stomachache or something. If you just rest for a while, you'll get over it.
What are you talking about? The due date is just an estimate. It could be off by 10 days. There's no limit to the number of days it can be off by. I at least know the difference between pain from an upset stomach and labor pains. Besides, the doctor specifically told me I was in labor.
Could it be you found out I'm cheating on you?
Huh?
I knew when you heard I was on a trip, it hit you, didn't I? You're pretty slow. But you've got a good instinct for that kind of thing, don't you? Well, what can I do? The cat's out of the bag.
Don't start saying crazy stuff. Anyway, I want you to come to the hospital. If you have something to say, I'll hear it after the baby is born.
I'm sorry, but I'm divorcing you, so I can't even go to the hospital.
Huh? Are you serious? I'm about to have your baby.
I called it cheating earlier, but I'm serious about her now, so what can I do?
Serious? You mean you were seeing someone the whole time I was pregnant? Who is it?
My ex-wife.
Ex-wife? You don't mean Victoria?
Yes, I couldn't forget about her. I think she loves me too. We are having so much fun on this trip. So there's no point in lying about being in labor or anything to get my attention. There's still time before the baby is born. Just file the divorce papers.
Huh? Divorce? Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious. I already filled out the divorce papers and put them in the TV stand drawer. All you have to do is fill them out. We're getting a divorce anyway, so I can't be there for the birth. You should ask your parents to come over. Well, I'm going to get some sun.
Hey, Andy! Hey, Andy! You're really in Mexico right now?
Sis, what the hell? I'm enjoying Cabo San Lucas over here. I'm having fun on a sandy beach. Don't bother me. Besides, what are you mad at me for? I don't understand why you have to be angry.
When Harmony is trying so hard to have your baby, you're on a trip? And you and Victoria are having an affair? Are you kidding me? Harmony said you were going to be with her during the birth. She decided to have the baby here instead of going back to her parents' house. And you betrayed her. You should come back now, right now.
Sis, are you for real?
What do you mean for real?
You were so easily fooled by her lies, weren't you?
What?
Well, you and Harmony, you guys were friends in the tennis club at school. You're the one who introduced me to her. I can understand why you said she's cute. But I can't believe you'd be fooled by such an obvious lie. She's just leading you on.
That's all you're going to say? When Harmony found out you weren't coming to the hospital, she had no one else to turn to, so she called me. I rushed to the hospital right away. I was there for the birth you were supposed to be there for. How can you still say she's leading me along?
What? Oh no.
Of course she wouldn't lie to you like that, would she? When she's going through a hard time like this, you didn't go to the hospital and left on a trip with your lover. And you asked her for a divorce? How much of a jerk are you? Come home right now, get down on your knees and apologize to Harmony.
Are you sure that's my kid? No, it's not, is it? If so, then the divorce is all the more final. I'm so glad. Now I can enjoy my trip as much as I want.
Are you serious? Of course it's your kid.
Why? It's 9 days early. That proves it's not my baby. Why doesn't she just leave me and remarry with the baby's father? I'll just go back to Victoria. I didn't do anything wrong, did I? And since she cheated on me first, I'll get compensation from her. I used up all my savings on this trip, so it'll be a big help.
You know, 9 days from now is the only due date, right? It's not uncommon for it to be off by this much. Don't you even know that? I'm sure the doctor explained it to you, but I guess you weren't listening to him.
Harmony also said something similar. Sis, why are you trying so hard to take her side? Teaming up with her and trying to trick me, it's really mean to treat your little brother like that.
This is giving me a headache. I had no idea you were this stupid. The baby might be better off without a father like you.
I told you, I'm not the father.
You know what? All that aside, is it really true that you're on a trip with Victoria? I'll tell you something about Victoria.
Oh, my baby Victoria.
What?
Sis, you're relentless. Don't bother sending me any messages for a while because I won't reply.
Andy, hey, wait a minute. I'm not finished talking to you. If you don't listen to what I have to say, you're going to be sorry. Hey, Harmony, how are you feeling? Oh, hi. Thanks for coming to my rescue on the spur of the moment. Thanks to you, I was able to give birth safely. Because of you, both mother and child are healthy. I'm glad to hear that. You don't have to be so formal. We've known each other for a long time, so just relax. Yes, thank you very much. By the way, about Andy, he's, I tried to contact him, but he cut off my notification in the middle of the conversation. He's not even seeing my messages anymore. My stupid brother, I'm so sorry. You didn't do anything wrong, so please don't apologize. After all, it is Andy who is traveling with his ex-wife Victoria. My brother told me that too. I got a lame message from him saying something like Victoria baby. I couldn't get in touch with him after that. So, I guess it's true. But Victoria already remarried. What? Is that so? I was really close to Victoria in high school. We were best friends. Yes, that's what I heard from Andy. When he saw you and Victoria together, he thought how cute she was. So he approached her on his own. They ended up going out and getting married. He even told you about that? He even told me why he divorced her. He loved Victoria so much that he tied her down. Victoria couldn't take it anymore and said she wanted a divorce. He said he regrets having smothered her so much. So he decided to take it easy on me. And in fact, he never did do that. But maybe in Andy's mind, Victoria may have always been there. So that's what it was. He should have just kept his ex-wife a secret. I'm sorry for having such an insensitive brother. No, I think that's just typical Andy. So, as for me, I wouldn't be surprised if Andy and Victoria got back together. I had no idea that Victoria had remarried. Andy is serious, but for Victoria, it's just fun, right? No, Victoria and I are both married with children now. We live a little far from each other. We don't see each other as much as we used to. It's not that we don't still see each other. In fact, she even called me when she got married. Victoria has a husband. I don't think she's the kind of girl that would have an affair. Well, if my best friend and sister-in-law says so, I'm sure that's true. Then why did Andy lie about it? I don't know for sure that it's a lie. But if Victoria has no interest, and Andy is messing around with her, Andy might be in trouble. What kind of trouble? Victoria's husband. Yes? I'm sorry, it's already so late. Sorry for stopping halfway through. I have to get back to work now. Oh, you called me on your lunch break? Well, I'm sorry for the long chat. I was planning to visit you after work today anyway. Can we continue our conversation then? I'm sorry. You're coming to visit me? That would make me so happy. Great, I'll take you up on your offer then. I'll be waiting. Okay.
Hey you, thanks for having our baby. When I said I wanted a divorce, I was kidding. It's always been you. You feel the same way, don't you? I'm being misunderstood and I'm about to get fired from my job. Harmony, I know you just had a baby and it's hard, but just give me a few seconds to talk to you. And we're not getting a divorce, just tell me we're a good couple. Harmony, please. Harmony, please pick up the phone. Harmony, I'm begging you.
Harmony, oh my god! What? You're at work, right? What do you mean, oh my god? It's an emergency. This isn't the time for work. Emergency? I got a call from Victoria. Victoria and her husband were relaxing on the beach. Andy suddenly showed up. He just came running up saying, "What are you doing with my girlfriend?" Victoria said Andy had been following her for a while. He just appears coincidentally here and there. Shows up at the places where she eats. He tries to start up a conversation with her. She said she couldn't tell me or her husband because she didn't want to worry us. That's what you call a stalker, isn't it? So what he said about going on a vacation with Victoria, and he lied about everything, didn't he? If that's the case, how did he know where Victoria was? Victoria took a video of her and her husband in Cabo San Lucas. Apparently, she uploaded it to some social media sites. Seeing that, he thought his girlfriend was having an affair. He thought he had to go and stop it immediately. His girlfriend? Didn't you say that at lunchtime when we talked? If Andy is messing with Victoria, he could be in trouble, right? What did you mean by that? Just a little while ago, Andy told me he might get fired from his job. He asked me to tell him we're a good couple. That's the message I got from him. Does this have something to do with that? I'm on my way to the hospital. What? I can't work with all this going on. I left early because I wanted to talk to you directly. I'm sorry for everything. I'm the one who should apologize. This is all because of my stupid brother. Anyway, I'll be there in about 10 minutes. Okay, I'll be waiting for you.
You got my text, didn't you? Please, for God's sake, answer me. Please tell me you and I are in love, even now. Hey!
My sister-in-law told me everything. It's true, I was in love with you until I had a baby. I loved you.
You know what? You love me. I love you too. That means we're a loving couple.
Now I hate you for betraying me.
Huh?
I don't want a stalker husband. So divorce me. I will raise our child alone.
Are you kidding me? Of course it's better for the child to have a father. Are you mad that I said I was going on a trip with Victoria? That was a joke. I just happened to know that Victoria was traveling to Cabo when I was. I just went ahead and said that without thinking about anything. I was traveling with a friend.
We're not in love anymore. I already told Victoria that I'm getting a divorce.
What? You don't know Victoria's contact info?
I asked your sister for her contact info and contacted her.
You're lying. Why would you do that?
You're so desperate, it's hilarious.
Huh?
Your sister told me everything, and so I already know. Victoria's husband, the one you tried to steal her from, he's the president of your company, right? I can't believe you don't know what he looks like. That's because you've never met him in person. He's so angry with you, he's about to fire you, isn't he? Not only that, he's demanding compensation, right? Victoria is accusing you of stalking her as well. And you say it's a misunderstanding, I just happened to be in Cabo. You're still in love with your wife, right? And then Victoria's husband, the president of the company, said, if you're still in love, prove it. If you can prove it, I'll let it go this time. And I won't fire you from the company either.
You know that much?
That's why I told him. Even though I was in my last month of pregnancy, you said you were going to get back together with your ex-wife Victoria. And that she left the divorce papers on the table and left me.
No way, you didn't.
I'm going to file for alimony and child support. It's 100% your fault, so I'll make sure you pay.
Oh, come on, I could get fired. And on top of that, the boss is demanding compensation. And if I also have to pay alimony and child support, how am I going to live? It's my fault. But I didn't actually do anything. I didn't cheat on you. From now on, I'll only think about you and the baby. I'm going to live my life seriously, so please forgive me. Harmony, I'm begging you. Harmony, please forgive me. Sis, what are you doing? Going and telling Harmony everything. Because of you, sis, I'm going to lose Harmony, my kids, my job, everything. It's your fault for not telling me.
Huh? Don't blame others. What are you talking about not telling you?
It's obvious, not telling me about Victoria being married. If you had told me, I wouldn't have gone all the way to Cabo.
Stop blaming other people. Victoria is posting her lovey-dovey honeymoon photos with her husband all over social media. And then you say your girlfriend is cheating on you? You're crazy. You just repeatedly stalked her one-sidedly. What's with my girlfriend? You were obsessed with Victoria, and towards Harmony, who was in the last month of her pregnancy, you stick her with divorce papers. And then, when it came time for you to get fired, you say, we're in love, aren't we? How selfish can you be? Don't you think you're making too much of a fool of her?
Yes, I admit that I was infatuated with Victoria. But I'm sorry now. I've finally woken up. I apologize to Harmony with all my heart. I mean, a newborn baby is better off with a father, right? I know she's mad at me right now, but I think she'll forgive me if I apologize. Because we're a couple.
Victoria didn't tell you?
Huh? What?
About you and Harmony. Your divorce is final.
Huh? No way. Because Harmony is still in the hospital. I'm going back to LA first thing tomorrow morning too, and I'm heading to the hospital.
That won't be necessary.
Why not? What's important is how Harmony and I feel.
Are you still talking like that? It's so ridiculous, it's hilarious.
Huh? What do you mean ridiculous?
I filed the divorce papers on your behalf.
Huh? Why would you do that?
You wrote the divorce papers first, didn't you? As long as it's signed by both spouses, you can file it on their behalf. Didn't you know that?
Oh no.
If you're going to resent me, resent your own stupidity. And
What now?
I'm going to cut all ties with you.
Sis, that can't be true. Don't say that.
Well then, you'll have to live on your own for the most part. When it came time to have the baby and then being betrayed by Andy, I was really shocked, but thanks to my sister-in-law, I felt better. She introduced me to a lawyer friend of hers. As a result of his kind advice, my ex-husband paid me alimony and child support. Andy became unemployed, and Victoria's husband also demanded compensation from him. His savings, which had never been that much to begin with, had dried up. Apparently, he had to borrow money from a dubious source. Well, it's none of my business. Even after Andy and I divorced, my ex-sister-in-law took care of my children and brought me food from time to time. I have nothing but gratitude for that. I love my ex-sister-in-law very much. I think I will continue to take her up on her kindness. From now on, I will not let my children miss their father. I want to put my children first and live my life.